All right, friends, here we are. This is Andy coming to you again from here at Andy's World of Bass. Today we're going to do another deep demo video with the instrument that I'm holding right now. This is my MGBass Desert Custom 5, handcrafted in New Hampshire by the great Brazilian luthier Maurizio Costa. I've had this bass for a few years, and it's an absolutely incredible instrument. As you can see by looking at it, it's got a lot of detailed wood variety in it. It's got a Purple Heart and Wenji split top that's kind of a dual level thing. Neck through body with Purple Heart, maple, and mahogany. The fingerboard has these multiple woods inlaid into the design of the fingerboard, which is ebony, maple, and mahogany. The back is swamp ash. It's got an amazing tone and variety of tones. It has Nordstrand Zen Blade pickups in it and a 2-band boost-only preamp. Hipshot B-style bridge. My favorite bridge that Hipshot makes is the B-style, because it's kind of halfway between a high mass and a vintage bridge in terms of the performance. It's open and clear and bright and has lots of mid-range, but it's stable and strong and sturdy like a high mass. So let's play along to this track. What I'll do is I'll go through the pickups, and I'll start just on the front pickup. I'll groove a little bit like that. Then I'll go to both pickups and do some slapping, and then I'll go to the back pickup and do some, some bridge pickup, barky, burpy stuff. So there you have it. There's a little bit of jam track play along, showing the instrument in all three positions. Front pickup, the thing I like about the front pick, the thing I like about this bass in general, I like a lot about it, but is its versatility. Meaning, it looks very special and boutique and has a very kind of modern high-end look to it, but looks can be deceiving because it sounds convincingly vintage depending on which pickup setting you use. That front pickup is very full, round, woody, natural, and almost vintage sounding. And when you go to both pickups, the slap sound with both pickups, that that kind of sort of scooped out sound is really fantastic because it doesn't rob the mid-range. It's got this really great kind of oral vocal mid-range quality to it that with a lot of clarity. So it's the mids are not starved in the both pickup setting, and that is a very special factor and feature. There's no question that the Zen Blade is my all-time favorite soap bar shaped style pickup. It's completely hum canceling, noiseless, and so in every position there's absolutely no hum or no noise of any kind, and I like that because noise drives me insane. So I like hum canceling pickups. So this is my favorite, unquestionably. Now going to the back pickup. So much. Again, it has the great burp, bark, and well-behaved growl. That you want, that I want from a bridge position pickup. I'm noticing, and I want to mention, that the G string is not thin on this instrument. There's low end, there's booty, there's fatness, there's warmth, there's fullness within the G string. sometimes that can be a problem. You'll get a really great big full sound on the other 4 strings, but the highest string will sound thin. And then you find yourself compensating with EQ by boosting active EQ or something like that. And then once you do that, then the other strings have too much bottom in it. It's counterproductive. Right now, I have both of the active controls at 0. It's a boost-only preamp. So essentially, the preamp is engaged, but nothing is boosted. I can start to boost them. Typically what I do is if I'm going to utilize the EQ and go for super modern sound, I back off the volume so that I can compensate for that gain increase, right? So I back down the volume a little bit and then I bring up the onboard active EQ. Yeah. Is an absolute slapping machine. It's a monster for slapping. But you know, going back to what I said before, the versatility. You know, it's one of those instruments that by looking at it, you think hi-fi, modern, boutique, super sizzly, and that kind of instrument, the kind of instrument that solo bass players would play, and maybe, you know, kind of esoteric solo bass, and maybe, you know, fusion jazz and things like that, bassists that solo a lot, but just playing regular old, you know, AC/DC or whatever, you know, it's like... metal. Except I would go back to the... I think the kind of metal that I know about, which is, you know, 70s and 80s, old school, new wave of British heavy metal, that's kind of where I, and, you know, early Metallica and things like that, early Megadeth, bands like that is kind of my wheelhouse, my experience with metal, because that's what I played from 1982 to 1988. And I think that the sound of passive pickups, and I think that lends itself better to hard attack playing, and typically in metal there's a lot of hard attack, so if you use passive pickups you have a greater dynamic range and you maintain a more clean sound. And when you're playing you know, you really when you do your fills and when you do the big accents and things like that, you can really dig in on the instrument, and it has this great dynamic range, so you can be very expressive. Active electronics is going to shrink down the dynamic range and make everything kind of uniform and compressed. And in order to get a useful sound that fits well in the mix and sounds good, it's a little harder with active electronics. EMG pickups do a really good job of that, but you know, if we're boosting a lot of onboard EQ, it can get messy and ugly in the signal path pretty quickly. But anyways, I'm diverting and getting off the point. So this is the MGBass Desert Custom 5, and again, it's handcrafted in New Hampshire in the USA by Maurizio Costa. I encourage you to check him out, and you know, they make a lot of different models. I'll show you my other one. This is my Africa 5, Buckeye Burl Africa 5 that I collaborated with Maurizio on, and this is kind of like my sort of signature model. And again, equally as cool, equally as finely crafted, with multiple woods and neck through construction. This one has the big blade man pickups in it, and also the boost only 2-band preamp. This one, of course, has coil selection. So there's a lot of different models that he makes to choose from, and he does all kind of cool, you know, like deposit payment plan scenarios, and he has a pretty quick turnaround as far as luthiers go. You know, I don't know what his turnaround is right now, but it's relatively quick in terms of the amount of months that you have to wait for your custom instrument to be built. So there you have it. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching all the videos, and we'll see you next time, friends. All right. Peace.